Hey guys, welcome back to the Shadows of Chaos. I'm your host, Dark613. This is Dark Parables 11, The Swan Princess and the Dire Tree Collector's Edition, the bonus game, A Fable of Two Hearts. Now, I'm sorry if I sound a little tired. It is currently 3:31 in the morning. I am going to get this game done as quickly as possible. Then I will be recording Dark Parables 12, The Thief in the Tinderbox, main game and bonus game. Then I have to record Dark Parables 13, Requiem for the Forgotten Shadow, Collector's Edition, main game and bonus game. Then I have to record Dark Parables 14, The Return of the Salt Princess, main game and bonus game. And then finally, for the last Dark Parables game of the year is Dark Parables 15, The Little Match Girl's Lost Paradise, Collector's Edition. On top of that, I still have to record Myths of the World 4 and Myths of the World 5 with Donnie, with Chaotic. I believe I'm just going to hand over the controls for both of those games to him. I do not know. Maybe, maybe not. But anyways, let's get to the bonus game, A Fable of Two Hearts. And hopefully this is not like an hour. Once upon a time there lived another swan princess, one who had the difficult task of defending her kingdom from the most savage of beasts. Princess Odette was but a young girl, naive and unspoiled by the hardships of the world. Most importantly, she had never experienced the feeling called love. This is a story of how one princess took it upon herself to save her kingdom, and in the process, break her oath to the goddess. But she did not do so out of hate nor envy. No, this swan princess did it out of the purest, strongest love. So this is a prequel. Custom, or tutorial, yada yada yada. This game takes a bit of a while to load. I don't know why. Maybe because of all the graphics and whatnot, but eh. Takes longer than normal. I believe these are the harpies or the banshees or something. Yeah. These are harpies. Not herpes, harpies. Ugh. Oof. I like this effect, it's kind of cool. So this seems like it's a prequel. Alright. Chapter 9.
Princess Odette. The Swan Kingdom is in grave danger, Your Highness. These savage harpies must be dealt with. They are a foe, unlike any I have ever seen. Perhaps here, in the Swan Archives, you may find something that will help us defeat them. But you must go alone, as only the Swan Princess can enter without angering the Ancient One.
Alright. No problem, sir. Let's see. 31 out of 39, so there are 8 of these. Let's see. there's the parable. And then should be around him. I see it now. Okay. They're hard to see sometimes. All right. Well, I'm more interested in the parables. Okay. I have inkwell. Okay. Inkwell goes there. And the quill goes there. Radiant staff. I have a water bottle, golden cage, ring, nail puller. Maybe. No. There is something to do here. Radiant staff. Okay. Okay. That is what that is. I did that. Oh, no, I didn't. There we go. Kind of forms a cross. Okay. Okay. I know Mr. Fox goes here. I prefer using fast travel map just because it's easier for me. I get to speak with him.
Is it time already? I wish I could tell the time down here. Greetings, humans. I am Flo. I accept your offerings. I humbly apologize, Swan Princess. I did not recognize you at first. I shall do my best to assist you. I sense a great danger surrounds you. I grant you entry, but beware. You are not alone in these halls.
Alright. Our first hidden object scene. Now, I'm sorry if I'm talking softly. I'm only doing so because Chaotic is most likely sleeping. And I do not wish to be loud. I don't want to wake him up. I should be following his example, but I have too much to record, so I guess I get to forego sleep for now. Hopefully I'll be able to make up for it later on tonight. Most likely not, unless I get all the recordings done ahead of time. Can't see. Okay, that was a carrot. Alright. Oh, this is the druid from before. Oof.
I have foreseen your arrival, Swan Princess. I have 2 gifts for you. First, when we say hello, and again, when we say goodbye. This is your first gift. A royal frog for a royal lady. Keep it close to your heart, and it will change your life forever. My second gift will be a glimpse of things to come. But to show you this, I will need a mineral to place in my pool.
I get. That's Prince James. Aw, he's so cute. I will come back later, Miss Druid. again. Complex. Old archives. All right. Let's see. Is that? And that. That. That one. And finally those. And that. And the crown. Is that one? Then let's see. There's you. And you. And these ones go forward. It's all very organized, actually, if you think about it. I'm not used to controlling my voice this way, though. I'm used to being much louder. I don't think you can hear me that well, so I will get as close to it as I can. Hopefully that helps. Back to the stone temple. This key opens that. And we get a little bird, which goes there. Oh. Sorry about that. Sometimes that will happen. Okay, so it's not the seedling. What about... No? Mushroom? Well, she said mineral. When I hear mineral, I think... gemstone. Let's see, we have a signet box. Ah, the seedling goes there. And there's some water. This goes on the signet box, and then the red dragon does. Magic signet. For that and that.
The pool will now reveal something to you. Beware, as it could be your future, your past, or simply your desires. Farewell, Your Highness.
Farewell. Odd, but fitting. Nice. I like that effect. It's very nice. Alright. Well, there's that. I need a rope. Let's see. Ah, so there is one down there. I thought I missed it. I need to travel here. There it is. 36 out of 39. Ah, I see. Okay. There is still something to do here in the deep forest. What though? Thank you. Rose quartz. Mushroom? No. Alright. Back here, we have a mechanical and a box part. Ah, okay, so that's this. And for that, we'll get his key. Thank you, kind sir. Well, you're dead. You really can't help. Go here. So. Ah. All right. Another keyhole. Here. I think
I thought those wretched beasts would eat me alive. There was a man with him. He wore the sign of the swan, just like you. I saw him release them from their prison. Please, could you heal my wound? Their claws are deadly.
Well, I can certainly try. Someone certainly like their rum. Got that one, that one, that one, and that one. I got all of those. Yep, 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 nope. What's that? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that 11, 12, 13. Let's see, 15, there's 2 more, 14, and 15. Beautiful armor. Very beautiful armor. Is that all?
Thank you. That's much better. I am Ewan. That traitor caught me just as I was repairing the wind flute. He dismantled it and took a part. It's the only weapon that can defeat those harpies. The other parts are scattered on my desk. I destroyed part of the cliff to block off the passage to the harpy's lair. Unless... Yes, that could work. We need to feed my mechanical horse a life potion. We'll need a life stone and an energy seed to brew it.
Alright. Thank you. Well. Ah. I got a mouthful of moxie in my nose. Gotta be careful when drinking soda. Thing is creepy looking. Wow.
My princess, what are you doing here? You shouldn't be wandering about this dangerous place alone. Let me escort you back.
That's him, the one who released the harpies.
Milady, please, I beg you. I am a weak man. The Harpy Queen forced me to do it. Here, this is the part I stole from the flute. It will help you defeat them. Just please, spare my life.
Princess? Please forgive me for not realizing. Your Highness, don't worry. I'll watch him while you defeat the harpies.
Alright. Wow. Can you give me a chance to get this done? Alright. Not all symbols. There we go. Finally. That was tedious. Looks like Princess Ivy, but it's the Swan Princess.
At last! I'm pleased to finally speak with you, Princess Odette. Now, you may see me as I truly am. Prince James, at your service, milady.
I don't like Prince James' voice for this one. It's a little bleh. But and so it came to pass that Odette defeated the Harpy Queen and the traitor of the guard while learning the ominous truth about the Harpies. These creatures were sworn to goddess Flora, yet their beastly instincts conquered their nature. Thus they turned into unruly beasts. Odette also saw the fulfillment of the Druid's prophecy. With a simple kiss, the frog turned into a prince. Love was born at first sight. The emotion was so profound that Odette was ready to relinquish her duty as the leader of the Swan Guard, seeking love above the call of duty. Odette was then banished. The one thing we didn't get to do was the parables, unfortunately. So, let's see if we can actually read them. Let's see, I didn't get this one. So let me get this one. Yeah, the loading on this is long, unfortunately. But once we're done reading the parables for this one, I will be playing Dark Parables 12. It's just taking a really long time to load. Ugh. There we go. 95% loaded. I don't know where it is, so I'm gonna do that. Uprise of the Swan. Once there lived on Dire Island a child called Elise. Her childhood was peaceful and happy. Her days were spent wandering and exploring under the great canopy of the Dire Tree. This harmony, however, was broken in a heartbeat. The gates of the kingdom opened and the Swan Guard rushed in. They carried the bodies of Elise's parents, their armor and flesh battered by vicious claws, their life expunged. In one stroke, fate left Elise an orphan. Sorrow almost drove the child to madness, but all was not lost. The guards themselves adopted her as kin and offered her solace and companionship as her new family. Elise found new purpose as a member of the guard. She excelled in all of their disciplines, from combat to lore, and became the exemplar of service and duty. Thus, she was exalted to the highest rank. Swan Princess. She presided over the guard like a loving mother, yet the thought of every soldier who'd fallen while in the service of the goddess Flora brought her sadness and opened old wounds. As soldier after soldier perished in the name of their dispassionate goddess, Elise concluded that something had to be done. Forbidden Idol. At one time, long ago, children's laughter could be heard throughout Dire Island, much more so than today. Their favorite game to play was one where each child would pretend to be their favorite swan princess. "I'll be Priscilla," said one girl, because she was the fairest of them all. Another girl chimed in, "I choose Ethel, because her music still echoes throughout the land." After the other children had named their favorite princesses, one raven-haired girl spoke softly but with conviction. "I want to be like Odette, pure and true to myself." The children stared at her in shock, as even the mention of the exiled princess was forbidden. The girl was called Odelle, and she grew up to become a member of the Swan Guard, in spite of her problems with authority. She was known for doing things her own way and getting away with it. In time, a rumor spread throughout the kingdom that a man had been imprisoned by the Swan Princess. Any contact with the prisoner was strictly forbidden, but Odelle's curiosity got the better of her. She quickly befriended the prisoner, and from him, she found out that Flora was in grave danger. Odelle decided to steal the magic seed and stop the plot against the goddess. In response, the Swan Princess declared her an enemy of the kingdom, and Odelle was transformed into a black swan, just like Odette before her. The first tree. Long before our time, the goddess Flora planted the very first tree on an island that would later become the Swan Kingdom. From this tree, the roots spread throughout the whole planet, linking every plant to a central life force. Flora soon realized that the tree could not defend itself against the dangers of the world. So she created the Swan Guard to protect the dire tree with their lives. In gratitude, every year, the dire tree produces a magic seed with the power to rejuvenate Flora in a ritual of rebirth. Ross Red, one of the guardians of the goddess, was tasked with supervising the annual ritual from the birth of the seed until the full rejuvenation of the goddess. At one such ceremony, while everyone was looking at the goddess, one pair of eyes remained focused on Ross Red's weapon, known as the Shattering Sword. Little did Ross Red know of Swan Princess's plan to destroy the goddess, for which she needed his weapon. A dark dream. Long ago, when the Black Swan was still white and a member of the Swan Guard, she met a strange woman deep in the forest. The woman could not speak, yet the Black Swan could understand exactly what the woman wanted. As mutely requested, the Black Swan saved the woman's owl from one of the traps set up for the magic seeds. In return, the old woman gave the Black Swan a staff and a potion, saying, "These will help you prepare for things to come." Then, suddenly, disappeared. Odelle drank the potion, and that night she dreamt of a disaster that threatened the Swan Kingdom. The vision was so vivid that Odelle had no doubt the danger was real. She could see the dire tree on its deathbed, with huge cracks splintering the earth around it. She saw a swan transforming into a tree. Horrid dreams disturbed her sleep all night, showing her many things and yet none at all. When Odelle awoke, she seemed a different person, suddenly caring nothing for the duties of the Swan Guard. As she knew very well from her dream, the danger to her homeland was lurking on the inside. The Jewel of Repose. At the far outskirts of what once was the kingdom of Feralia, there lived a very poor family. The father took pride in the one precious thing he had, a jewel he had found when he was a boy. One windy night, a strange visitor came to the poor family's home. The riches she had to offer in exchange for the father's jewel changed their circumstances forever. They never came to realize they'd conversed with a princess, or that they parted with the Jewel of Repose. The Swan Princess had long coveted the jewel, one of the 3 legendary artifacts of Floralia. Now the princess set her sights on the 2 artifacts that were owned by Ross Red and the Master Tailor. The Swan Princess still mourned her parents and the other victims of conflict. "What kind of a goddess lets her people die in vain?" asked the Swan Princess. "I shall be a different kind of goddess, the one that cares for her people." But to become a goddess, she had to destroy Flora, and to do that, she needed Flora's creation, the 3 artifacts of Floralia. Ooh. A Fable of Two Hearts, Child by the Lake. Long ago, a baby was left on the banks of Swan Lake, wrapped in a blanket. She neither cried nor laughed, but quietly stared at the soft waves blown by the icy wind. She remained there until she was found by a carpenter's wife. She immediately brought the child home to her husband. The couple could not have children of their own, so the baby was joyously welcomed as a gift from the goddess. As soon as the baby could walk on her own, she started visiting that same spot at the lake where she was found. "She wants her real mother," concluded the wife. "No," said the carpenter, "she is in love with the water." Odette was a child who loved life and believed in the goddesses of the universe, the goodness of the universe. She grew up to become a charming princess who had a deep and mystical connection to the lake and its inhabitants. It was there, at that very lake, that a small, unexceptional amphibian would first set eyes upon her beauty. Far from home. The enchanted frog's curse was lifted by a kiss from the Swan Princess, who stood in amazement as she watched a hideous frog transform into a beautiful prince. It wouldn't be long before the two fell in love, leaving Odette hesitant about her next step. The two parted for a short time, corresponding only through letters. But Odette had never denied her feelings, and would not do so for long. She announced her decision to wed the ex-frog prince James to the Swan God, who in turn have exiled her from the Swan Kingdom. Odette spent a happy couple of years with Prince James, but being so far away from Swan Lake had taken its toll. She started to age rapidly, growing thinner and paler until she finally succumbed to illness. Without her by his side, Prince James reverted to his amphibian state and mourned her for many years. He built a small lake next to her shrine, so that at least in death she could be reunited with her greatest love. And those are the parables for Dark Parables 11, The Swan Princess and the Dire Tree Collector's Edition. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I apologize for recording it so late at night when I'm exhausted. I'm your host, Dark613 of the Shadows of Chaos. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and when you do subscribe, hit the bell notification. I know I hate having to say this every video, but hitting that little bell notification will send you an email notifying you whenever a new video is being uploaded. So you can always stay tuned for a new game and a new episode. Well, it's been fun. May the shadows of chaos rain down on your day in a good way, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!